I was up in Madison for a few days for a business trip, and I must say, Madison is very pretty. Anyways, after asking around, I found out that the Tipsy Cow is a fairly well-known restaurant slash bar in the area. Apparently, the Tipsy Cow is known for their beer and burgers. I ordered some bacon and blue cheese fries to start. Are you guys a fan of blue cheese? If you aren't, I would order something else because there's a lot of blue cheese on this. For my main, I ordered the Tipsy Burger. Tipsy Burger seems to be a bacon cheeseburger with their special sauce and Wisconsin cheddar cheese. It is a huge burger, totally not a smash burger. Looking at the footage now, the patty almost looks like it is an inch thick, but overall, the burger was good. The only problem I had with the food was the bun on the burger. Not even halfway through my burger, the bun just started to disintegrate. Since it started crumbling all over the place, I had to whip out the fork. Still tasty though. After I went out for my morning run, I went to check out if a breakfast at a 4-star hotel in Madison was any different from any regular hotel's breakfast. For $15, they had some waffles, breakfast sausages, bacon, breakfast potatoes, and scrambled eggs. So far, it looked like any other hotel breakfast. I guess the plating slash quote unquote the aesthetic of the breakfast area was a bit more elevated. They also had coffee and different teas, but I got the orange juice. It was nicely chilled and was refreshing. As for the food I got, it did look appetizing. The potatoes were especially nicely seasoned and still had a very good crunch. The eggs were pretty overcooked, but I suspect that was because I was getting it from the bottom of the pot, so oh well. The breakfast sausage was surprisingly good. It had that pleasant saltiness you would expect, but also had a bite to it like a real sausage that has a casing. As for the waffle, I wouldn't have known it was a waffle if it wasn't shaped like one. Finally, the bacon was alright. Since the hotel breakfast was not free, I decided to find a different breakfast spot while I was on my business trip in Madison. While walking around, I stumbled across this coffee shop that is located across from the Capitol. There were already people inside it even though it was early, so I decided to check it out. I ordered a matcha latte and yeah, it was very aesthetic. I think for the cup it was around $4.50, but at least I was getting a very pretty cup of matcha latte. In terms of the taste, it was pretty good too. It was not too sweet and you can really taste the matcha. I also ordered this chocolate croissant and it was also good. It was decently thick and cost a little less than the cup of matcha latte. I do wish there were more chocolate in the croissant, but other than that, the croissant tasted like a croissant. Overall, Wonder State Coffee is worth it compared to the hotel breakfast I had. They not only served aesthetically pleasing drinks and pastries, but they were also good. I would definitely recommend this place. On my last day at Madison, I went to a French restaurant called Sardine. Apparently, it is one of the best restaurants in the area. To start off, I ordered a house red wine. It's pretty good and cheap. Honestly, I thought everything would be expensive here. For my main dish, I ordered the chef's special, which was the monkfish mushroom risotto. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of risotto and I've never tried monkfish, but since I'm at a French restaurant, I was like, why not? Fortunately, the dish was really good. The risotto was nice and creamy and had a lot of mushroom aroma. The fish was also very good. It was not fishy at all, but very tender and delicate. The spinach that was interlaced in between everything was also very good. I guess the only drawback was the portion size. For dessert, I got an opera cake, which I would best describe as a chocolate coffee cake. It was okay, nothing amazing like the main dish. If I were to pinpoint something, it was the dryness of the cake. Overall, I was satisfied with my meal and therefore would recommend Sardine. On my last day in Madison, I checked out another cafe so I could avoid eating the hotel breakfast. Michelangelo's Coffee is a cafe near the UW-Madison campus and I decided to check it out because it looked cheap. I ordered a ham and cheese panini for $6.90. It wasn't the cheapest sandwich I ate, but at least there was a lot of ham and 2 slices of cheese. The panini was also toasted pretty well. For my drink, I got a mocha for $3.75. It wasn't anything special like the other coffee shop I went to, but just did its job to taste like a mocha. It wasn't too sweet and tasted like a chocolate coffee as all mochas should be. Overall, Michelangelo's Coffee is a great place to get some quick food and coffee. With that, this wraps up my Madison, Wisconsin trip. I like Wisconsin a lot, and especially Madison. There's a massive lake, and it does not feel very suburban, but also not too city-like.